Well, hello and welcome to Edgewater. This is episode 3. In this episode, we get going on our winter hedging. Just a quick look at the finances.
And now, for the weather. Our man Mark Fontaine.
A settled day, overcast but dry. Light winds. Temperatures ranging from 4 to 9 degrees Celsius.
Well, we should be set fair for the day in terms of the weather. And let's have a look and see what contracts we can get going to today, or for this month, should I say. Field 28, we could plough that. And field 3 is a big harvesting. Well, a really reasonably harvest. There's field 3 there in the purple. And if we go a little to the left, you can see field 28 blinking there in the brown. So what we'll do is we'll start and we'll get the ploughing contract going. Still looking okay for fuel. No major problems in terms of the tractor, so let's get up and get it done. Right, just to the left is the big field that we harvested last month. And at the end of this track, this dirt road, and to the right should be field 28. There we go, this should be it. And we'll get that started. Alright, so while we're getting this done, might be a good time just to have a quick chat about what we want to do in terms of hedging our bets for winter. So the winter months are going to be upon us fairly soon. Well, fairly soon. We know exactly when they're going to come up in December, so we've got pretty much next month to go. And maybe early part of December we should still have some reasonable weather. I don't know what contracts are going to be available. So what we'll do is we'll utilize that field that we bought in the last episode, and I'm going to put in a couple of hot houses, if you want to call them that. A couple of greenhouses to grow some product in the winter. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, let's put this onto a bit of music, and we'll see you once we've finished the headlands. Well, there we go. We've done the headlands there on field 28, put it onto a worker, and we'll get out to field 3, which is just up the road here, and we'll start harvesting. Let me just check up to make sure that I've got it in the right place. I think it's this field on the right hand side. Yep, yeah, it is. So we'll just get this all set up, and then we'll start harvesting. Yeah, so in addition to the greenhouses, I also want to put up a small maple syrup plantation, and then eventually we want to get some sheep so that we can start building up a flock of sheep so that we can have wool for the textile company in addition to the flaxseed. So we're getting quite a bit of practice in harvesting flaxseed because this is another flaxseed field. It's a fairly big field. It's probably going to take a bit of time. Just go through the normal situation and get it going. These early stages just showing you the fields and the twists and turns again. Just clear off this little corner. Yes, it's still. I know these fields are have not really been looked after that well, and the yields are very, very low. It still seems to be a fairly low yielding crop, but of course we get that straw, the all important straw that we can put into the spinnery and make fabric out of it, and ultimately clothing. And that's the interesting part of this product. Alright, so we're starting to just about full. I've also put a call into the land agents. Keep an eye open for any land that might be coming up for sale. We need to get something by, I think it's about April or May when the flaxseed needs to be planted. So before then we need to get a field that we can prepare and plant flaxseed in. Not quite sure, there's a couple of small fields around us that hopefully will come up. We won't be able to buy anything too big. I'm thinking of somewhere between 50,000 and 120,000. Of course we'll have to take out a mortgage on the properties that we own as well to finance that. We'll cross that bridge when it happens. Right. So now I've just got a phone call that we've got another contract in to plough field 2. You can see there's a harvester going, a harvest worker going, just on the left as we turned around the corner there. Field 2 should be just up ahead here on the right hand side. We can get that ploughed. Also a fair sized field, so it's probably going to take a little while. Yes, I'm not sure whether this top part here, no, I don't think it is. I think it's this field as we look at on the left. Yeah, there we go. We'll find out. I just noticed as I lowered the plough there that it did plough for part of the field which was to the left of us there. So maybe that is part of field 2. I don't think it is though. but I'll check it up before then. Also, we'll know when we finish planting this area if the contract is complete or not. Oh, caught up on the trees. Oh dear. Yeah, not thinking about the job in hand. This is the problem, yeah. Right. The twisty turny field. I haven't looked to see what the size of these fields are. There must be a fair amount of acreage, as they say you can reclaim it. I think there must be a fair amount of acreage in some of these fields that are lost to the streams and the surrounding areas. Once we get our own fields, we'll have to have a look at that. Obviously, when we're contracting, there's nothing we can do about it. We can't change the fields in the fields that we do contracting work on. Yes, I think this winter is going to be pretty much a make or break winter for this operation. As I said, I think we can only plant flaxseed somewhere around about April, May time. So we've got to try and survive not only until then, but until August, September, when it's harvest time for that. And then initially we may have to put the product into a factory that we don't own, just to make some money until we can buy a factory. Depends what money we can make on our greenhouses in the winter time. We should be in this afternoon to put greenhouses in. I think we'll go for 2 normal greenhouses and 2 hydroponic greenhouses. One thing we do have is plenty of water around here, so we'll have a look and see how that goes. So just finishing off this field 3. Already taken a load off camera through to the grain mill. So we should get a bit of income from this. I don't think there will be a lot left over, so I'm not going to, because this is 70-odd%, field is probably going to take the majority of that. I don't think I'll be quick enough to want to stop the delivery to save product for ourselves. Good thing about this field 3 is it's just across the road from us. Right, so just about finished the one part of the field 2 ploughing. I divided it into 2, and we should be able to get the top half done, finish off the headland. And we'll put that onto a worker as well. And just jump cut pretty much to the end of the harvest, well not the harvest, the ploughing of field 2. Yeah, I've just the contract that we'll do now, we'll just kind of jump cut from to the beginning to the end, maybe a little bit in the middle, somewhere around there. It's because we spent most of the first part of this video watching how we plough and harvest. So we've got another harvest contract on field 43, which is just down the drag from us, so we'll get that done. Just try and get all these little bits and pieces finished off, try to finish the contract off best we can. See, it's theoretically we can just pack up shop and not worry about these little bits. We'll try and get some of them. Probably won't get all of them, but we'll just get the ones that I notice before we leave. Off, nearly in the ditch there. Lucky we got power tractor. Just muscles its way out. Alright, there we go there. The last little bit, and that's that field done. Yeah, so we've had to do as many contracts as we can this month. I think they'll start drying up I think we should have a couple next month. And then we'll have to wait and see what December brings, if it brings any contracts in. There may be some ploughing contracts in the snow, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Right, so this is the balance of Field 3's flaxseed. We'll just get that delivered, and then we'll go and start on Field 43. We'll get this this trailer down there, and we'll go and pick up the harvester and get the harvest done on Field 43. Put the feeders out to see if we can get another couple of contracts for later this afternoon. Hoping to hear back on that. Still haven't heard anything from the land agent yet as to any other fields that are available. Did have a conversation with the bank manager, and we'll be able to get to a mortgage at the moment of about up to $110,000. So not huge, so we won't be able to buy a huge field, but we should be able to get something going. Oh, that's alright, we made about 5,000 out of that. And we made a little bit on the environmental score, because we did do the soil analysis on that field last month, I think it was. And we have to keep up with that environment. We don't want to be losing money. We'd ideally be likely to make money on the environmental score, but as long as we're not losing money, we're okay. Right, so this field on the right hand side with the silos in the middle. And we'll just park this up here, and then we'll go and fetch the harvester and bring that over. It's not too far away, it's just up the road. There we go. Bit of a gap in the fence here. I think we'll start up here. We'll get going on the headlands again. Can't remember what crop I think it. We'll find out soon enough. There we go. Oh, it would help if we unfold the harvester. It's not going to work if we don't. There we go. That's that done. Let's get going. This is canola. Yeah, sort of medium-sized field. But once again, lots of little twists and turns. Right, so just about finished the headlands. We're going to put that onto its... Oh, I have to come back and fix that up. Put that onto a worker. And we've got a another contract for field 35. That's to plough it. Not a huge field. And we've also got a contract to do field 36, which is the field just across the road from here, and that is also a ploughing job. Right, let's get going this way. So this shouldn't take too long to get done. Once again, we'll do a little bit at the beginning and then a jump cut to the end. That's about it done. Try and get this done in one pass. Maybe one and a little bit. And then we'll head across the road. Well, let's go and check on the harvesting field somewhere along the line as well. Which field was that? Field 43, I think it was. A bit of work in there. Then we'll have to head up back to the farm so we can go and help out with the putting up of the greenhouses. And I don't know whether I mentioned it, a maple syrup, small maple syrup plantation. Haven't heard anything from the guys coming to build the sheep barn. Sheep field and barn, so we'll have to don't know whether, I don't think that'll get done today. As I said, I haven't heard anything from them yet. Right, so that's that field. We'll just nip across the road. I think first of all we'll just get off this field and just we'll pop up and there, huh? It's all done. It's all really fast. I'll just get started. I was hoping to hear from the worker on field 43 that they'd finished. We'll get started. I might have to stop this and pop over there quite soon because it's got to be just about finished. Alright, let's get this going. Would you know it? I'm just about going and he's done. Yeah, in any case, so we've got that started. We've done about 100 meters on that ploughing job. Let's get this sorted out first. And we'll get back to the ploughing. Yeah, looks like everything has been done. Quick glance, can't see anything major that has not been harvested. Just this little strip next to the trailer. That's where we set our work off and missed a little strip. And just hoover that up. By the time we finish that, we should be just about in line to offload. Not quite. Wasn't far off though. Yes, I think that's pretty much the harvesting done for this season, I think. I don't think we may get a small harvesting contract next month, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. I think if anything we'll get ploughing and maybe some cultivating. Also got a cultivator coming in quite soon, just in anticipation of the cultivating contracts. It was fairly cheap, it was below 10,000 I think. But I don't think it'll be delivered today. I think it's probably be delivered, or maybe later on in this evening or early tomorrow morning. Let's just get this ready to go back, and then we'll go and check up. Well, we'll get back to the ploughing. Right, let's get this going. See if we can get into a situation. It's a fairly small field, this, as the fields go that we've done. Still got some interesting shapes to it, but not as bad as ones that we've done already. Alright, just jump cut to the end, and that's pretty much done. There's this little bit to do here, and there's another little bit just ahead of us, you can see there. Finish that off. Looks like the rest of the field is done. We'll do a quick spin around once we've ploughed this up, just to make sure. The contract is completed, so as I say, if I'm a contractor, we've got to try and finish the job without leaving any major places unploughed or unharvested or uncultivated or whatever. Yeah, that's looking okay. That's looking okay. Come to think of it, I haven't done any spraying contracts. Right, so here we're back at the farm. You can see all the equipment that was used today lined up, ready to be washed. And I'm just going to help out with getting this field flattened a little bit, or just smoothed. I don't want to flatten it out completely. I'd rather have little bumps and stuff rather than do a huge excavating job. We'll just flatten it out as best we can. And there we go. Got the, going to put 2 hydroponics in this sort of top corner. Just got to make sure that the product isn't going to spawn underground. That's the problem if you don't do perfectly level fields. You've got to pay attention to the spawning areas, so they don't go underground. There we go. That looks right. It's going to be it's not going to be 100% in line, but yeah, I'm not too worried about that. And then I think we'll put 2 normal greenhouses. Yeah, I think if we put them, yeah, it's going. I think maybe if we just get them sort of facing each other. Yeah, that's bit. That'll be fine. Just get enough space between them to be able to do the work. There we go. That's good. That's good. Quite happy with that. We'll put the roads in once we know where the sheep pen is going to go, where it's going to be built. In the meantime, we'll put in a maple tree forest. It's a little bit expensive, but we put mature maple trees. We've had them transplanted to here. Just got to get them all sorted and embedded. There we go. Well, that's where we're going to end this episode. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And cheerio.